We begin with a major robbery ring busted in Tulsa. A federal grand jury indicts 8 alleged gang members for committing a string of robberies over 3 years. The men are accused of holding up 3 pharmacies, 2 banks, and a credit union. All of the robberies were in Tulsa starting back in 2009, and one was the largest in the city's history. 2 News reporter Brendan Richard is live at the federal courthouse downtown with the big story.
Well, Karen, the federal indictment was unsealed earlier today, and it reads somewhat like a movie script. It says 8 members of the Hoover Crip Street Gang went on a violent crime spree and threatened anyone who got in their way.
This has been an extremely thorough, extremely detailed investigation that has taken a tremendous amount of time and really bottled up my whole unit working on it.
But Tulsa police and the FBI say after 3 long years, they finally caught 8 men they say conspired and carried out some of the most violent crimes in Tulsa history. 6 of them are seen here.
Every single member was a certified Hoover Crip. These guys have been extremely busy since 2009, committing a lot of extremely violent robberies.
Authorities say the men first robbed an IBC bank in August of 2009, and from there went on to rob 3 pharmacies in 2010 and 2011. In September of that year, investigators say they robbed the Tulsa Municipal Employee Federal Credit Union, one of the largest robberies in Tulsa history. Detectives say the men also held up another bank 2 months later. In each of the robberies, the men were armed with guns and used stolen vehicles to get away. They also used cell phones to communicate with one another before, during, and after the robberies.
It does make this somewhat unique that you have this many people committing this number of crimes over this period of time.
The indictment also says in April of this year, the men allegedly fired shots at a house in North Tulsa.
You don't get away with this stuff. I mean, we're extremely good at catching people and putting people in prison.
Now, there are 10 felony counts in all. If convicted, the men could be sentenced from 7 years to 20 years for each count. Live in downtown, Brendan Richard, 2 News works for you.
Thank you, Brandon.